Yeah. Piranhas. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. For the past few days, maybe about 4 or 5 days, I've been primarily fishing finesse worms on shaky head jig heads. I started with big bite, and then I went to another jig head. Honestly, I can't remember the name of the company that produced it. And then finally, I found some jig heads that I've just really fallen in love with, and I wanted to share them with you. Let me show you. All right, here they are. They're made by Perfection Lures. It's called the Sure Hookup series. And you see, stand up jig. They're made by David Dudley. And these are awesome. I'm gonna show you why. See what it's doing? It's standing up. And the reason why is because, look, can you see? It's got legs. They look like antennae. They've got these little rubber nipples on the end of the legs. The jig head is flat here. This is a 1/4 ounce. I bought 2 packs, and a pack of 8s, 1/8 ounce, and a pack of 1/4 ounce. All right. All right, so here's the big bite jig. And let's put the big bite in the water. I'm gonna jig it around. See, it barely comes up off the bottom. It's mostly just laying down. It's got a little action to the tail, but it's just laying down. I mean, I could just be Texas rigging that. All right, this is the stand-up jig, the David Dudley jig. See on dry land, see what it's not doing? It's not standing up. But, look at that. You put it in water, it's standing up. You see that? All right, so your bait's probably not always going to land like that. Sometimes it's going to land wrong and be laying down. Pop it. Stood right up. I'll show you again. I'm going to push it down. Pop it. Stood right up. See why I love these? There's another reason why I love them. It's because they catch fish. Let's show you that. There we go. Yes, way from out there, way out there I got that fish. There's a drop off out there. I'm working this ledge. Let's try to get him in. Yes, I had to fish it slow. Oh, come on out of there. Come on. Oh no. There we go. Got him out. He went into that plexus. Come on. What do we got here? We know what we got here, don't we? Yes, we do. We got us a bass on that jig. From way out there. He's not huge. We're not going to bother weighing him. I had several bites out there before I got him. It was just little tail bites. Go get bigger, baby. All right. Rocking. All right, you might not know where I'm at. I'm at Big Lake by this fountain. This is like a path that goes that way and the other way. It's a wooden platform that I'm standing on. Water's coming underneath me. I know it looks shallow right here where I'm at, but if you cast from this point, you can get into deeper water. You can work a drop off that runs, I believe, this way. And I'm only assuming because it's what it feels like when I'm running the jig across. I've been here before. And you can get to some kind of feature that's right out there. Here, just look for where the jig hits the water out there. About that far. Did you see where that plopped? So what we're doing is we're just shaking. Got to hold the rod tip up like this, it seems, to get the best effect. And then we just let it sit. I've even had a bite just letting it sit. Wait a little bit, and then I shake it a little again. Shake it a little, reel up the slack, shake it, let it sit. And that's what's going on. I'm getting bites like this, and as you saw, I've already caught one fish, so I like these jigs. Let's see what else I can catch today. It's really slow because yesterday was the full moon, And we've had a lot of bad weather before yesterday too, cold fronts, and the temps have been up and down. They're either like really nice or down in the 40s, which to a lot of people in New Orleans, 40-degree weather feels like hell because of the high humidity. Every now and then, standing here working this jig that's really far out there, I'll see a monster bass just, whoa, my goodness, right here. Oh, I found the fish just right off that. I think this is bulrush, but occasionally you'll see one right here, and there's another one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they're awake. They're waking up, people. It is maybe a couple hours till sunset. Oh, damn. About to throw an Iconelli fit here. So I just lost one, and every time I get a tail bite like that, or I come through some heavy structure, I need to make sure I'm still text posed, because if I don't text pose these shaky heads here, I will lose them. Oh, there we go. There's another one from really far out there. Look at him ski that baby in here. Get him to the side here. Nice. Oh no, they always want to go into that stuff. Look at this. Oh yeah, that's the same size. I don't think that's the same fish, is it? One thing about fishing the shaky head is that a lot of people will tell you that it produces just dinks, but on a poor fishing day, it sure does produce bites. And catching fish is, oh, this worm is getting messed up. Catching fish is what you want to do, right? Even on a bad day.
Got any hits?
Yeah, several bites, and I've caught two from way out there.
More bass?
Yeah, there's one right there.
There you go.
From the same spot. There's like a drop off there. This one looks a little better than the last one. Oh, nope, same size. Actually, maybe it's a
little smallmouth?
It's not a smallmouth. It's a largemouth. We're too far south for smallmouth, but it is little. You're half right.
Little largemouth.
It's a little largemouth.
I do more fishing out in Delacroix, so we saltwater out there. You know, we don't get a lot of bass.
There's bass out that way.
Yeah, closer in the Terrebonne.
I've caught some really nice catfish out there in Delacroix.
They get big. My little brother loves them. He'll sit on the side and catch catfish fucking like 20 pounds. You know?
I'd say this worm is dead. People, what do you think? It's about to go in half. Maybe I am fishing for piranhas. Worm's not dead yet. Let's see if we can get another one from way out there. That's like awesome. That's the spot. Got to fish it slow though. You got to stay there. And that's the great thing about this jig. Since it makes your worm stand up, it allows you to fish one spot for a long time. All you got to do is shake it and leave it there, and it's still going to be up and wiggling. This is amazing. I've never actually caught a fish from where I'm standing. Oh no. Oh, they just want to run for that weed, man. Look at this. Got him from way out there. Same size. Just a little bigger than the last one, I think, but same size. I came over to this wall that I'm standing on. I'm just a few feet from where I was, and I'm right directly in front of that. Came over here to change the battery. Never got to that. Just started fishing. Still using the same bait. And it is about dead. We need to change the bait and the battery. All right, I'm going to show this to you one more or two more times. This is what I'm doing. I'm barely nose hook these. I'm going to put this point out through the flat part of the finesse worm. Barely nose hook it. You see that? Now I want to push it over the bait holder, and the bait holder needs to come out the other side. See that? I'm going to flip it around. Put a bend in it. come out. See, we have a little bit of play here between the point and the bait holder. That allows us to text pose it and still have it fairly straight, and it should stay text posed like that. You might notice that I'm using a slightly different bait. This water's not as dark as it was the other day. And we'll see if this produces more bites, and we're gonna scent this too with some garlic stuff. This is what we're scenting with. We're just dipping the tail in. Can you see how it's changing colors? Give it a bit of a chartreuse tail, and it smells strong of garlic. All right, batteries changed, baits changed, things are dipped, but nothing's whipped yet. Oh my goodness, this swan is coming right into my casting range. Get the heck out of the way, you big plastic goofball. All right, I've been fishing this for about 30-45 minutes, had one bite. They're not that much different from each other. Can you tell the difference? One's darker. So like I promised before, one more time, we're gonna switch the bait. Barely nose hook it, just past the barb. Try to keep it straight, right out the center of the flat part of the finesse worm. Come down to the bait holder, push it gently past the bait holder. The bait holder works best if it's outside the worm like this. You see that? Now we're going to turn it over. Put a little bend in it. And we want to pierce the worm in the middle and keep it straight. See that? Hopefully I gave it enough slack. Looks like I did. Got a little play there. Now we want to stretch a little bit and text pose it. And there we go. It should look... Whoa, I got it all wrapped around my antennae. Should look about like that. Nice and straight. Let's give it a go and see what happens. It is almost 5:30. I would love to catch another piranha, but sadly the piranha bite died about an hour and a half ago. And I think it has a lot to do with the moonrise. And there's another front coming through tonight. It was a really nice day at 70 degrees, but it is about to drop tonight down into the low 50s and mid 40s, something like that. Tomorrow is going to be a high of low 50s. So I'd rather be somewhere else right now. And I'm back. Man, I really enjoyed fishing these. They're just great to fish. When you got really bad conditions and the fish aren't biting good or not at all, this is a method, the shaky head method. This is a method you can use, and this is a good jig head for that. It's like a cross between a Ned rig and a shaky head, but it does what it says it does. Some shaky heads say they stand up, but they don't. So this one does, and it caught fish. Now, everybody wants to know what did it cost, because I got it at Walmart. This didn't get sent to me. You know, I'm not getting paid to tell you that they're good or that they're... Well, I guess no one would pay me to say they're bad unless a competitor, huh? Well, anyway, I bought these with my own money, and I don't know what they're going to cost around your house, but around here, before tax, they were like $4.30, 50 cents, $4.30 and 50 cents or something. I just remember after tax, they were damn near $5 a pack. There's 3 jig heads in a pack. Little pricey for 3 jig heads, but I fished them for a few days, and I finally caught fish today. I just had really bad conditions. Actually, 2 days, 2 sessions I fished these. The other night and today. And I haven't lost them one. As long as you keep them text posed, like I showed you in the video, they're, you know, they don't have screw locks on them. That would make them better. As long as you get used to hooking them the right way, like I showed you, you should be fine. Just make sure it's text posed. You could throw it into structure, you could throw it into anything, and you're probably going to be fine unless your line wraps around something or a little hand comes up out of the mud and just won't let go. Can't promise Can't promise that you won't get snagged, but I can promise that you're going to attract the fish because it's going to stand up. If you liked the video, if you didn't, it's all the same. If you want to support the channel, there's a link down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and mash that bell so I'm always blowing up your phone when I'm uploading. See you next time.